Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking about Sniper Elite 4 and pretty much if it's worth buying, and which I would say it is worth buying, but there are a few things to know before buying the game. And it's not really the gameplay itself that's bad. The gameplay and the story is really good and I really enjoy it, and I do kind of feel like it does not have a lot of missions, but within each mission there's a lot to do, and the missions are really like in depth and stuff. Like the missions, like it would take you a good 30 minutes to just complete the main part of it, but if you do all the side missions and stuff, it's a good hour. And that's if you're taking your time and stuff and you haven't played before, or just kind of like, I don't know, just depends how you play, but that's what I kind of noticed for me. The game is really fun. I would say it's definitely really cool because, again, with the Sniper Elite series, it kind of makes it like no other sniper game with how the gameplay is. Again, this isn't really like a game like Call of Duty where you could just quick scope, fucking run around, be loud as fuck. Stealth is your friend in this game. Yeah, you could run around, be a fucking monkey, and just murder everything, and to be loud as shit, and to be crazy, but stealth is your friend in this. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter how you play the game. It just, as long as you complete the mission, you complete the mission. But still, I definitely would say if you are kind of into like a stealthy kind of sniper game and into stealth games and stuff like that, this is definitely a game up your alley. And one of my favorite features about this game, and I feel like a lot of people fuck English. It's like similar for a lot of people. This is probably their favorite thing about the game series and this game in general. Is pretty much when you get long shots, say you get a shot across the map, or just a good like headshot, or just a good body shot or some shit. It will show you an X-ray and like get a nice little cutscene of like the bullet flying through the air and then hitting and showing an X-ray of like the person's body that you hit. So pretty much you kind of just see what like the damage the bullet does. I don't know, it's just a kind of a little cool feature that the game does add in, because a lot of games, they usually, like, I never really seen this in a sniper game. That's what kind of makes the Sniper Elite games unique. But also, a lot of games just usually have it where you just shoot the person as whatever, or like, yeah, maybe their head on them will blow off or whatever. But I think this kind of makes it more unique than that, and that kind of makes it a little cooler because you get a good 20-second cool cutscene of a bullet just traveling through the air and just hit, like, I don't know, you're fucking killing Nazis too. It's kind of cool. But like, again, like, it's a cool little thing to add into the game that you would think isn't a big thing, but later on you kind of realize how big and cool and how much it makes the game way more unique than other sniper games. And then pretty much the story, I would say, is good. Like, I wouldn't say it's anything like crazy, like holy fuck, like this is so unique. It's your average World War II story. I would say definitely it's better than like, I don't know, I wouldn't want to say it's better than the Call of Duty World at War story, but it's similar to that. That's the best way to put it. It doesn't add anything new. It doesn't go on some crazy path that Wolfenstein goes on. It just kind of goes with the basic history of it, but kind of adds its own twist by just adding the game mechanics and stuff to the game. And then also with the game mechanics, they seem pretty good, and they don't seem glitchy at all. I haven't ran into really any bad glitches. And again, this game has been out a while since I've actually made this since I made this video. This game probably came out a few years ago. I don't know the exact date, but I know the game's been out for a while, so they probably obviously have release updates fixing patching stuff up and stuff like that. So but pretty much what I'm saying is right now the game runs great, and there's not really any bugs. At least for me, I play on the PC version. One thing that I would say is kind of a downside of the game is, at least for me, I kind of hop on later on at night, but definitely feel with this game, definitely being a little older, not that old, but definitely a couple years old, it's not that popular of a game. So it's like, yeah, you could find full multiplayer lobbies and play with other people, but don't expect to be able to play with people at 2 a.m. The lobbies will be dead by then. It kind of depends where you live too, but just know that sometimes servers are popping a lot and there's a lot of people playing, or a decent amount of people playing, but then there are sometimes periods where there's just no one on multiplayer and stuff like that. But that's at least for the PC version. I don't know how it is on console. But then, yeah, again, like with the guns and stuff, a lot of the snipers are really cool and fun to use also with the other guns that they have. They have like SMGs, trench guns, fucking shotguns, I think. I played about, I would say, a good chunk of the game. I haven't completed it fully yet, but I put in a good amount of time, about almost 6 hours into the game. So I haven't used every single gun, but all the guns I've used so far are pretty cool. I definitely would say a lot of them. Like, again, it's really cool how they also do kind of stick on, like, having original guns, like, realistic guns, too, and stuff like that, but, pretty much, like, each gun is just also unique in a way, though, like, there are some snipers that are a little, similar to one another, but each sniper kind of has their own benefits and weaknesses and stuff. I kind of like when games do that, and not all the guns are just similar, just copy and pastes, pretty much. But then, I feel like everything's pretty, like, balanced in that game. Yeah, there are different modes you could play on, which makes it harder and stuff like that, but I would say at least for, like, when you shoot an enemy, it's not like in Call of Duty, you gotta shoot them with a full clip to the head to kill them. It's just one bullet. It's realistic with that. It's like the other thing that I like about it is, like, they stuck on a very good realistic path with this game. And again, with Wolfenstein, it's kind of cool the path they took with Wolfenstein and stuff like that, but there are some games like Call of Duty, well, yeah, they will try and get a realistic feeling of it, and they did achieve it, but it's, again, Call of Duty, so it doesn't feel that realistic, you know, but at least with, Sniper Elite 4, it feels, like, pretty, like, realistic, you know, and stuff like that, which just kind of makes you feel more immersed into the game, that, at least for me. But then, also, one thing that I kind of like about the game, but kind of don't like, is everything, at least movement-wise, unless you're zoomed in on your scope, obviously, and you're zoomed in to snipe someone, at least while you're walking around, moving around and stuff, you're in third person, which it makes it cool, but also kind of weird. But I kind of, in a weird way, do like the third person view. And then yeah, again, like I said, obviously when you're zoomed in with your sniper, you're not in third person, you're zoomed in on the scope, but it kind of helps you tell if people are behind you or what people kind of are around you a little easier than if you were in first person, because at least for me, a lot of sniper games or like shooting games, at least for me, I play a lot of first person shooters, so it's kind of cool to kind of step back from that and play something a little different. But definitely I would say if you are thinking of getting this game, it's definitely worth buying. And yeah, I would say definitely worth buying if you have the money to buy it for the full price, but if you have to, definitely waiting till like there was a Steam summer sale or a sale going on for the game. It's definitely worth it then, but I also would say this game is worth just saying fuck it and not waiting till then if you can buy the game, because the game's definitely worth the money as they're charging for, because they put a lot of work into this game. You can definitely see it, and it's definitely there. I think the game's going for like $30 right now on Steam. I'm not 100%. Yeah, it's going for actually $60 still. Damn, that's actually crazy. But yeah, I would definitely say if you have the money to drop it on the game, you might as well. But again, if you don't have $60, it's definitely good to pick up when there's a sale going on for the game. But besides that, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys. My case and I break the rim when I dug that shit, blood stain, it's him, no shit.